teachers took the pledge to fight against this plastic use now. Now moving ahead, performing arts is an important tool for education and awareness.
Ragpickers, treasure hunters of this concrete jungle. Let's take a flight, keeping your seat belt tight, and kindly acknowledge their rights. Listen carefully to us for the next 3 minutes. It is our advice.
Hi Ramu.
Hi Chotu.
Oh, what a nice watch.
Yeah, but it's not working. Our efforts are never less.
But we are the people who are never blessed. In the alleys of the concrete jungle, we are the one whose dreams are always suppressed.
Searching for treasure in this trash we find. In the world of neglect, we are one of a kind. Yesterday that colony auntie was instructing her children not to talk to us because we are tagged as illiterate one.
Oh, we are the illiterate one who are picking and segregating the plastic of so-called educated one.
Yaar Chotu, you know very well that we are doing this job not by choice but because we don't have any choice. Every day I see children going happily to their schools. I feel the urge to be one of them. One day an elderly person asked me, "The government is giving free education. Why don't you go to school? This is your human right." I wish I could, but due to the condition of my parents and my siblings, I can't quit this work. I have only this means of livelihood which requires a lot of time.
See our plight. We have no shoes, still we are picking up every plastic that comes in our sight.
Those were the horrible days. When I first started this work, I used to vomit out at every side.
And Ramu, I think we are exposed to almost all types of bacteria and viruses that now our immunity can't fight. And I think it's our destiny. Our life can never be changed.
Chotu, never say never. We just need the support of people. Their one step can change our life.
Yes, Ramu, you are correct. If people segregate their daily plastic waste at home, it will be much easier for us to collect from their place, which will be recycled in a faster pace, and it will end our hunt in that hunting place.
Yes, we will get plenty of time to start our education. We can find a better way to strive and can have a preferable life.
So now it's a humble request from our community that always remember only 9% of plastic is recycled. 91% is still present as a burden on Earth's space. And the cause behind this is our linear approach, which is to make, use and throw. Now the need of an hour is to follow the circular approach. Use your substance to maximum of its value. Recycle and repurpose. Follow these steps. Kindly refuse. If you can't refuse, then reduce. After adopting a reducing system, kindly reuse. If you do this, it will save our time and we can have a happy lifeline. I hope the outcome of our conversation will provide us the treasure of education. And yes, together we can create a plastic-free earth for the next generation.
This 25 years ago when I used to be a teacher in a school in Africa, and I used to teach a class called Build on Basics, as well as English and Maths. And I think it's the basics in the world that matter the most, and the basics that we have are nature, because without nature there is no water in our taps. Without nature there is no food on our. How we care for nature will be how we care for ourselves. And what I wanted to say is, what I've heard from first, second, third, fourth, fifth is everyone is winning today. And your efforts that I'm hearing should make you truly proud. And with Himanshu and everyone I've met at this school, I think what's happening in Delhi feels almost like a revolution around how people are thinking differently at your age, around the choices we didn't think differently about at our age. And so what gives me hope and pride is the fact that everything we've done before, we do not need to keep doing. And the habits we have as people are flexible and malleable, and in a way can be bent like plastic into a different shape. This initiative is built on three things. One is collaboration, and the work of colleagues here at WWF and CE is truly remarkable, and also the collaboration with the government to be open-hearted and open-handed in cities like Delhi to allow this to enter the classroom is also important. But really it's the young people that are doing this that is the greatest source of hope that we have. Because everything that's set to come will be different. The world that we have now will be different from the world that we will inherit. And the choices we take today will make a massive difference. Even though plastic feels like a small choice, it can have a big difference. And Tide Turners is a gateway to a wider set of choices you can then make around the world that you want to create and the world that you want to live in. So Tide Turners for us is the first step. But there are more steps we all need to take. And it's how we travel, how we power our homes, and what we eat will constitute the greatest choices we can make each day around the sustainability of the lives that we live. And so what I wanted to say is just, I'm kind of very impressed. And India, I think, is the heart and the home of Tide Turners. This is where it was born. And I think this is now where it is starting to move and walk more proudly. But 50 countries are now Tide Turner countries. And what I would like to do is maybe come back in a year's time and see how many more young people are Tide Turners. Because for the young people that have spoken today, recruitment of Tide Turners will happen not from people like me, but from people like you. And it's how you use your voice to either challenge behaviour that's not right and say, why do you do this? You don't have to do this. And how you can encourage people doing the right thing so they can do more of it is how change happens. So it's this and this, and what comes out of here, that's how change happens. So we need to be brave, we need to be courageous, we need to be ambitious, and we need to be tenacious in how we make change happen. And there are, I hear, millions of people in schools, sat in classrooms today, that I think have the potential to be Tide Turners. And I look forward to seeing the waves that we have now of Tide Turners becoming tsunamis, in a good way. But thank you for all you've done, and thank you for all you're about to do, and thank you for the invitation to be here today. I'm truly humbled. Thank you.
Mr. Sam Barrett, who is the Chief of Youth, Education and Advocacy Unit of UNEP. Mr. Bagai, who is the Country Head of UNEP. Madam Divya Dalji, Deputy Head of UNEP. Madam Gayatri Ji from UNEP. Deputy Director Shri Meena, Shri Sudhakar Ji, Shashikant Ji.
Students of the college, professors, we are also welcoming to the NCC people, we are also welcoming the corporates, we are also welcoming the marginalized group. And one of the key benefit or one of the key important things of this challenge is is the game based, or we can say is a level 1, level 2, level 3. So once you finish the level 1, you can go or you can move to the level 2. You can go to the level 3. So this is what it makes it's easy, or it's it's a challenging itself to yourself, to your family member, to your surrounding. So that is a number one. Second thing I would like to add over here, it's a non-formal education. Like we cannot get everything in our curriculum-based activity, or we cannot get everything from studies, or we can say from books, or we can say from the classroom. So here it will help, it will also help as a non-formal education, and it will also lead, and it will also change the mindset of the community member, it will also change the mindset of your family member. So these are the two major perspectives I would say over here. I can see there is one more thing I would like to, or I would to add over here, if it is allowed.
Please, please.
Now, like for the next generation, what we can do, like for the college professors, or we can say the college students, what we can do. We are also thinking to create a skill-based training program, so that they can also get to know how we can use this plastic, or we can say the collected plastics from several locations.